morning, you guys. It is a beautiful Saturday here in China, and yeah, I love Saturdays. One, because I don't have class, and then two, because tomorrow I also don't have class, so I feel like I can just rest and relax and do fun things like baking and cooking. So yeah, my morning's been good so far. I woke up around 6:30 when it's still pitch black outside. It takes me a while to wake up when it's so dark, and so I just usually chill out, drink some water, and then I did a Kayla workout, and it was an arm workout. Hence why it's really hard to hold up this camera actually. But yeah, and then just showered off, and now I'm going to make some breakfast for me and Brett. So I was thinking today I would just show you what I'm eating, but I would do it more in a vlog style, just talking you through how I'm making all the food. Sorry for the noise, it's like a school thing going on. So let me know if you like this format of video. Plan to make some pancakes right now, so let me show you how I make them, and then later on I'll show you how I make my lunch and my dinner or whatever I'm eating. So let's get the day started. Alright, so my kitchen's kind of small, so I hope this setup works, and I'm sorry I'm also in my PJs, but it's kind of what I do on Saturday. So I'm gonna make just my simple 2-ingredient pancakes that I'm just obsessed with this recipe. It's so easy. It's just a banana, oats, and then I just use water. You could use almond milk if you wanted, but I usually eat a full serving, which is 1 cup of oats, 1 ripe banana, and like 3/4 cups water. But because Brett wants some too, I'm gonna make a double batch. He usually only eats half a batch, and just adds more toppings. But yeah, so for today I'm gonna do 2 ripe bananas, and I just barely had enough bananas, just 2 left. And then I'm gonna add in 2 cups of oatmeal. This is a half cup, so I'll add in 4 of these. And then, oh, I also, for these pancakes, because they're not like your normal pancakes, they don't have egg or anything, they're more of like a gooey consistency. So one trick that I have is just making sure your pan is really hot before you cook them. Yeah, and then I find they don't stick, and some people don't like this recipe. We're obsessed with it, and it just makes my life easier than having to mix up all these flours and add the wet to the dry and all that stuff. Like, this is just so easy. So 2 bananas, 2 cups of oats, and then I have in here 1.5 cups of water. So I'm just gonna add that in, and then we'll just blend. It's perfect. It's so good. It's a good thing about vegan pancakes is you can eat the batter and you don't have like raw eggs in it. Okay, so let me show you the consistency. If it's a little too runny, because all your bananas will be different sizes, so if it's too runny, just add in more oats. If it's too thick, add in a little more liquid. I actually think I'm going to add in just a little more oatmeal. Oop, that's not the lid. Blend it again. And I'll show you the consistency before I put it on the pan so you can know what you're looking for. So this is a consistency, kind of like a thick, slightly runny batter. So as you can see, like, my pan is smoking. That's how hot I get it, and then I turn the heat down. And I find with a non-stick pan and really high heat, they just don't stick. So now it's time to cook them. So while my pancakes are cooking, I'm also going to make some cinnamon apples. So I just have an apple here, and I'm just going to chop it up and then put it in a saucepan with a little, do I add water? Maybe a little water and some cinnamon. And it makes a really healthy, fun topping for your pancakes. And it's perfect for fall. sauce, in addition to my cinnamon apples, I love to use this peanut flour, and I get it off iHerb, and it's just roasted peanuts that have like the fat removed, so just the flour is left. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. So all you have to do to make a sauce is just mix it, with some water. And you could add maple syrup to it if you wanted it sweeter. But yeah. Just mix this until it's the consistency you want. So I'm going to make this, and then I've got some last of the pancakes cooking and the cinnamon apples. So after I take my pictures, this is usually what happens. Just kind of spread them out. Use my hands. This way I can spread out all these toppings. And I always have some peanut sauce left over and just drizzle that over everything. So yeah, this is what it usually looks like when I'm actually eating it. Still delicious. Alright, I'm gonna dig into this mess of pancakes and I'll see you guys for lunch. Hey guys, so it's been a while since I last talked to you. I had my good breakfast, did some reading, and then I went on a long review walk and stopped at the market and got a lot of good stuff for our lunch today. I've decided I'm going to make rice noodle soup because my teacher gave me this huge bag of dried rice noodles, so I need to try to use them. And another exciting thing is that strawberries are here. They come in the winter, which shocked me when I first moved here last year, but I'm so excited. I'm definitely going to stock up and freeze them this year because they come and go so quick, but they're really good. So let me show you what I got from the market, and then I'll show you how I'm making the rice noodles. Alright, so this is my little market haul. We have a huge thing of pumpkin because I just roast it and make it into puree and eat it all week long. These are some long skinny mushrooms that are going to go in our soup. I've never bought them, so I'm excited. We got a head of cauliflower, head of broccoli, some pak choy or bok choy. That will go in the soup as well. We got two kinds of tofu. This dried tofu I will put in the soup, and then this is just more of a firm tofu that I will just bake later in the week. Got some carrots and red bell pepper. I think the carrots will go in the soup, maybe some bell pepper too. And then here are the beautiful strawberries. They're so sweet. I had some on my way home from the market. And then the normal stash of bananas. So, and this, you guys, is the bag of noodles my teacher gave me. You can't even see, like, this is my hand. It's like so long. So they're really dry. So they're gonna have to boil for a while. So I'm going to first boil them. I have some water on the stove. And then one of my friends actually has my other saucepan, so I need to first boil the noodles until they're mostly ready, and then I will make the broth. And then just really quick kind of boil the vegetables with the broth, and then it'll be ready. So I will show you how I make it. Alright, so my water is boiling, and now the question is, how do I get this into there? Let's try. Oh, I don't even know. I also don't even know how many I should make because I've never made this kind before. I think we'll get it. Go, go, go. Okay, we need a fork. Hey, yeah. So these, if you're gonna make this recipe, just buy a package at the store and it will tell you how long to boil them for. These are really dry and like hearty. I've never made these before, so I'm just gonna boil them until they're soft and edible. So we'll get these boiling and then get started on the stock. So this is the recipe I'm gonna use. It's from Recipe 10 Eats, and I was pleasantly surprised that I had all the ingredients. So it says you need a stock, and that's going to be made of 4 cups of vegetable broth, and then I'll add 5 more cups of water to this. And then it wants 2 teaspoons of sugar, but I'm going to use maple syrup instead, 2 teaspoons of grated ginger, 3 cloves of minced garlic, and so I'm supposed to bring that to a boil. And then I'm going to add in, it says this is a dark vinegar, and it says to add in 4 tablespoons or 1/4 cup of dark vinegar, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of corn flour, 2 tablespoons of tahini, and then 2 teaspoons of this chili bean paste, which, oh, I forget what the name is in Chinese, but I think in America it would just be called chili bean paste. So yeah, I will show you how I put it all together. Are the veggies I've prepared. I've got some pak choy, these thin little mushrooms that I've never bought before, but I love them at the restaurants, some thinly sliced carrot, and some dried tofu. So I think I'm going to add in the carrot first because my stock is bubbling. Carefully do that because they are the hardest vegetables. So I'm just going to let those cook a little, and then I'll add in the rest of the veggies and the noodles back in. And then I think it'll be ready. That took like no time at all, which is amazing.
And you're the only one. For a
Guys, lunch was so good. I was so pleasantly surprised how that soup turned out, and Brett loved it too. And we have lots of the broth left over, so tomorrow or the next day we can just boil some more noodles and veggies and eat it for leftovers. So highly recommend that recipe. The thing about like noodle soups though is that a couple hours later you just get so hungry. Most of it's just broth that fills you up. So I am hungry again. It's like 3 maybe, and I haven't had any chocolate today, which is like unheard of for me by this time of day. So I think I'm gonna make a healthy hot chocolate in my blender and then heat it up on the stove. So let's go do that. So here are my hot chocolate ingredients. I've got 1 cup of my homemade soy milk. I'll add a half a cup of water. I'll probably add in a teaspoon of cashew butter just for like a rich, fatty taste and also creaminess. 1.5 tablespoons of cacao powder and 4 pitted dates. And I'll add more if I need to, or a little maple syrup. So let's blend it up. Look how good it looks, thick and creamy and chocolatey. So this hot chocolate is so healthy, and it's like the perfect pick-me-up because it has like protein from the soy milk and the cashew butter, and then it's got like lots of energy from the dates and the cacao powder, which I would usually use, but I'm almost out. So yeah, this should hopefully get me going this afternoon. And then tonight I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. They're all eating at a Chinese restaurant, but I'm gonna just pack a dinner, so I'll show you in a bit what I'm gonna take to dinner. All packed up, and I really need to go put on some real people clothes before I head out to dinner. But I really hope you guys enjoyed spending the day with me in the kitchen cooking. Hopefully you guys got some new recipes that you can try from it, so please let me know if you end up trying out like the pancake recipe or that noodle soup recipe or the hot chocolate, all that good stuff. So I am gonna go get dressed and head out, but leave your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed this format of video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!